Alright, good morning everyone. So this message is about love spells. Okay, love spells. Just to let y'all know, they are real. They are real. So I'm gonna try to express this situation the best way I can with the current situation I deal with, or me and Ye deal with. Okay, and foremost, if you hear like a little noise, it's because I'm on a blow up chair. Alright. So anyway, so love spells. Love spells is something that a person can put on you to make you fall in love with them. Okay. So how this goes is it's like sometimes it's like a pheromone. People find different pheromones they can put together, or like herbs to put together, and they can do it that way. What else? It's like a mind control. Okay. But a lot of it starts in the spiritual world. You have to be able to have that spiritual ability to create the spell, okay? It's hard to explain it in a way, but if y'all notice that there's like, our bodies can have a particular pheromone on us, okay? As a female, have different pheromones. Based off of our energy, our spirit, we have particular smells to us. Every female have a particular smell. That's why they have like a lot of these body odor type things out here, because if your body has too much toxic stuff in it or toxic energy, that's why a lot of female bodies tend to have different odors and stuff like that. But when your body is purified, meaning when you go through the process and you do certain things, your body can conjure up a unique smell. It's like a sweet smell. So I'm not gonna add this to it, but you know how like on Snakes on a Plane, and how they had like the flowers that kind of got the snakes to act up? That's kind of how it is. So what happens is when a person can smell that sweetness smell off a person, have y'all ever went to like one of those fragrant stores where you can create different smells and scents and mix them together to create the perfect smell? That's what happens. So there are people that know what that unique smell is like, and they create it and they can put it on that person. It doesn't take much. It's very small dosage can go a long way. That's why some females can attract a lot of guys due to that scent. All right. So, how can I say it? Yeah, so sometimes you don't have to do certain things with your body or whatever. You just have that scent and you can attract guys. Or a female. Sometimes you can attract other females with it too. But anyway, so that's one way. And it's other ways of doing it, okay? It's other ways. But I ain't going to tell you all of that because you don't need to do it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. If anyone in the world put a love spell on anyone, and my spirit feels it, karma will come to you, okay? Because anytime you have to force a person to be with you, then yeah, you don't do that, because there are other ways. Yeah, there's other ways that people do it. Do I need to tell them other ways? Okay. Alright, unfortunately, I have to still tell y'all. I guess, okay, I have to tell you because so you will know if something's going on. Guys, when you're trying to leave a female and you keep finding yourself stuck on them, she probably put a spell on you, okay? Sometimes it can be that time of the month. They can put it in your food, just let you know. Sometimes they can dig a hole in the ground and have your clothing and put it in the ground and do stuff like that. Again, to anyone in the world, you do this and I promise you, you will not find love another day in your life. That will be your karma. You will be lonely for the rest of your life. Yep, that's how we're going to go. I'm going to go and throw it out here. So, if you put a love spell on someone, and you really want to try it out, and you put one on someone, that will be your karma. You will never find love again. You'll be lonely. So, go ahead and start getting the cats and the dogs, because that's where it's going to be at. Okay, back to the story. So, yeah. So, people do different things. You don't supposed to do that to people. Never put a spell on someone, because it's not going to be genuine, and you are basically holding somebody hostage. That's what you're doing. You're holding a person hostage. You're keeping them from being able to live their true life, their true identity. So you don't supposed to do it. But anyway, I'm amazing, and I'm gonna state how amazing I am. Because of me, I was able in this world to show y'all what the spiritual world looked like in reality form. That's how amazing I am. And by me doing that, I'm gonna prove some things that's been going on when it comes between me and Ye. So 2 movies I'm gonna talk about. However, one movie has 2 versions to it. So the first movie is Witches. Witches. The original one and the new one. Witches. So, for these people in these secret societies, there is a witch society out here in the world. Okay? There are witches. They look regular, but then it's like they got a mask on. Now, that doesn't mean when they can physically take it off, but their true identity is what they look like in the movie. Okay? When it comes to witches, all right, this is what happened. In the first one, you're going to see a female, the leader. And I attached 2 pictures. You're going to see the leader. The leader looked just like Kris Jenner. I'm so amazing at what I do. The leader looks exactly like Kris Jenner. And then the assistant looked just like Bianca. And you're going to see it. The assistant looks like Bianca. So just to let you know, they already knew who Ye was from a little kid. Okay? They was stalking Ye ever since he was a little kid. And they put a spell on him. That's why he's been with the females he's been with. Because there's a spell on him. That's why. They are all attached. Unfortunately, all these females are witches that he's been with. Every single one of them are a witch. Okay? They've been passing him around to siphon his energy. Okay? They're all witches. Every single one of them. Now, with these witches, guess what? They're not the only one. He's not the only one that been caught up in that love spell triangle. Or whatever you want to call it. Any guy that been with these same females, y'all had spells put on y'all as well. So I'm going to use the Kardashians as an example. Y'all notice the type of guys they end up getting? First and foremost, reason why they deal with blacks, because they knew Jesus was originally black. And they're trying to get their blood mixed with the royal bloodline. Okay? That's why. That's literally why. They have babies with black guys, because they hoping when they come back, they'll be attached to original bloodline. That's why. Alright? So anyway, all you black guys, they put spells on y'all. That's why y'all with them. That's it. Y'all don't want them because y'all wanted them. They put spells on y'all because of your titles, because of who you are in the world. They use you for your your talents, because they don't have any. So they siphon energy off of y'all. Because if you notice, they don't have talent. They copy, paste, repeat. So they siphon y'all. So that's why if you notice, every guy that they get with goes crazy. Or something happens, or something goes on with them. Okay? That's how it goes. Now, the only one in that group that is opposite is the sun. Okay? So Black China, you got caught up in that. But the thing about it is, what is that boy's name? I'm forgetting his name that quick. I'll come back to it. But he don't want to be part of that group. Okay? He doesn't want to be part of it. But they got you caught up in it. Okay? Just to let you know. So, what's his? Rob. So they tried to siphon you into it. But Rob actually had feelings for you. He was actually genuine with his feelings. But they put spells on you at the same time to try to ruin you. Okay? Because they was hoping that you taint his image. To keep him... If y'all notice, Rob always was depressed. Y'all know that? He was always depressed. And they wanted to keep him depressed because they didn't want him to tell on them what they was truly doing. Just to let you know. Now, when y'all watch the movie Witches, there is a second witch part. That's the newer version. It's a black guy in it. A black boy. That's Ye. That's Ye, okay? Now, if you notice, Chris Rock is the voiceover for him. You know, like it's his spiritual thought. Chris, you want to know how important you are in this situation? When Will Smith hit you, you was a rock. You represented Jesus Christ coming out of the cave. Just to let you know. Because after you did that, do you know when you did your your comedy sketch, you had all white on, you had the Prince symbol on. The Prince symbol represents the female and male, which represented the Jesus spirit combined, which is the Adam and Eve spirit. Just to let you know, this is how all of this stuff ties together. Everything happens for a reason, okay? And then if one of my videos, I talked about how when Will Smith slapped you, that's when I came through my awakening. So yeah, you're a part of it. But yeah, so that's that part. Now, when it gets to it, the witches, right? If you notice, the witches don't like kids. Alright? So I'm gonna prove another part to this whole story. You know the LGBTQ community, y'all was slowly coming out, right? But what was going on is there's spells on y'all. See, technically in this world, whatever your birth identity, that's what you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be. I'm a female, I'm supposed to be a female. You're a guy, you're supposed to be a guy. But these witches put spells out there. Remember I told you they put a spell on me. So when they put a spell on me, it made me go through motions. And that's what happened to a lot of people in the world. But if y'all notice how her husband, so now KAITLYN became a female. Do y'all notice that once KAITLYN became a female, that now all of a sudden guys that turn to female got women awards? That every time you turn around, like when it came to sports and stuff, guys got to be in the women's sports because they put spells out there. They actually put a spell on him. He wasn't going to be no female. He might have some thoughts about things, but to be a full-blown, he didn't know, that wasn't his plan. They set him up. They put a spell on him. Yes, your own wife put a spell on you. So that's why if y'all notice, once he became that, y'all notice the LGBTQ community start going haywire. Now everybody trying to get their kids to become part of that LGBTQ community. Y'all notice that? It's all in the schools, it's everywhere. Because they trying to stop people from having kids. It's population control. They wanted order. So they created that world. You notice they support it big time, right? Because guess what? They jumped from people to people. Because they all like that. And that's why. So it was another way to kill out kids. Just to let y'all know. They was trying to change the world so people won't have kids. Because they don't like kids. If you notice that only time they hang around their kids is when the lights are on them. Other than that, guess who has those kids? The nannies. The nannies. Nobody has those kids until the camera light is on. And when the light is off, those kids ain't nowhere to be seen. Okay? Just let y'all know. But yeah, so what they did was they put a love spell on Ye. They did it because they didn't want him to get with me. That's it. Because when me and him come together, our power, our energy, we are the ones to lead the world. We're the ones that heal the world. Our energy is that powerful. And they wanted that energy. They wanted that light. So they put a spell on him. And they utilized him to get to me. So a lot of times when Ye did in the spiritual world, Ye did some crazy stuff to me in the spiritual world. Okay? But it wasn't because he wanted to. It's because they put a spell on him and made him think that I was this, I'm going to call it a prostitute or hoe and all of that. But really what it was is they was reflecting what they are to him. And that's what they was doing. So all of them was putting these spells on him to keep him away from me. And they did certain things to me to make me look like I was out here when I wasn't. Okay? Going to the next movie. The next movie is Hocus Pocus. Okay, Hocus Pocus. they singing in it. They put a spell. Now there's a guy named Billy. Well, you know what? Let me go back. So in Witches, the boy name is Charlie. Okay, Charlie. Think of Charlie and the chocolate. I mean, Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory. You know, at the end, Charlie gained everything. Right? That's what they wanted. They wanted everything. That's why they put a spell on him. So now we're gonna go to Hocus Pocus. In Hocus Pocus, they put a spell on this man. If you notice in Hocus Pocus, the three witches, they always in love with a man named Billy. They're always in love with Billy. And they put something over his lips so he couldn't talk, but they had mind control over him. Do y'all remember when I told y'all when it came to me that in the spiritual world that my mouth was shut? And I told you how Beyonce and her bow down and how she did this? Yeah, my mouth was shut too. We couldn't talk. We couldn't talk. They had our mouth shut together. Remember I said in the Mummy movie how the woman mouth was shut. That's what happened. They had both of our mouths shut where we couldn't communicate with each other. That's why it took us so long to get back to each other. We'll find each other, but we can never really talk to each other. But our energy was always attached. And so if y'all notice the little girl in the movie in Hocus Pocus, the little girl has special powers. She was the only one to open the book. I am the book and the girl. Okay? I'm both. And that's why they kept coming back. They kept trying to find me because I'm the only one that can do all of this stuff. And so, if you notice, in Hocus Pocus, when the dude finally came back alive, because of the kids, he was able to cut his mouth, and that's when he decided to, he was able to cut his mouth open, and he was able to talk. Just let y'all know. If I didn't put like this, my reality as a little girl, if I didn't believe in myself, this realm, the whole world been over with. This was our last chance, literally our last chance, because they was almost done with the spell. They was this close done with the spell. But because when I was a kid, I ran into the darkness. Because I was being tortured so much in the light, I ran to the dark. And because of that, I learned their tactics, I learned their ways, I learned what they was doing. So I realized I can make my own imaginary friend. So I created my own spirit because I was so much used to being by myself. When I created my own spirit, that's how I was able to have my spirit to communicate through both of them and come back to me. And once I was able to get through that process, I merged both of my spirits together. Once I was able to do that, that's why I'm so powerful and can do the stuff I can do. That's why I tell y'all, I have angels on both sides. That's why the demons, that love me. Because I was with them. I became friends with them. I ended up loving them, regardless how they was. And they taught me things. Yeah, they taught me a lot. And so what they did was when they teach me in the spirit, as I told you before, I learned in the spirit. And then my spirit was helping to create the movies and the TV shows. And so my reality got to see what was going on through the movies. So the same way I'm teaching y'all is the same way my spirit taught me when I created it. I'm a freaking amazing. Like, I am like awesome. So my thing was this. How can people believe there's a spiritual world if you can't see it? I created it so y'all can see it in reality. So what happened with me is this. My spirit that I created in this realm, I went all the way to the beginning of time. I went back all the way to the beginning of time and recreated everything. So when I first start talking, I don't know if it's on this round of videos or the last round of videos when I was going through my crazy moment and my brain was going back and forth. I talked about how when I came through my awakening, I saw the beginning of time. So another TV show, Futurama. Futurama is another one. I'm going to tag that into it. Futurama. So Fry is Ye. Leela is me. He went to the future and found me. That's how all of this started. See, because when he came to the future and found me now, all these videos and all this stuff was already programmed. But he didn't know the difference. So when he came to the future, that's how he found out what they was doing to him. Because they had psychics and people. Matter of fact, on one of the Kardashian shows, they had a psychic to come in. And she was trying to figure out what he knew. Because she wasn't sure. But he was able to get the psychic to say something different. Yeah, so the whole time, what happened was, when you go into the future, you can't alter it. Whoever you are is whoever you are. But what he did was, he did little subtle things in his music. So if you notice in his music can be represented like 5 or 6 different ways. He did it on purpose. That was his memory. So he remembered what's going on. And then it also was the memory for my reality. So he went back in time to bring the spiritual world of what he's going through into the light, so I can be able to know what was going on his end, and I did the same on my end. That's how we was able to conquer, and we was able to come together and conquer and destroy. Yeah. So yeah, our lives and everything. I've been showing y'all what the spiritual world been doing to us the whole time. So that's why I said, when they said they thought I was stupid, I was showing them their true identity the whole entire time, and they didn't know it. They thought that they was bragging about themselves and thought nobody would know. They didn't know that eventually the storyline would end, and I can be able to show the world the movie. I am freaking amazing. So when y'all go look at this stuff, it's going to show everything. Everything that's been going on. Again, when y'all thought y'all had me, but a rug, I had y'all locked, sealed, and loaded. Every single thing y'all did, there's evidence all over the world. That goes for everyone in the world. So like I told y'all before, yes, I'm black. So majority of the people I've been talking about is on my own race. However, as amazing as I am, every race out here in the world, they're telling on their own race. Yeah, I'm channeling through them and they telling on their own race. So all the evidence is out there. All the proof is in the pudding. It's out there. It's like, SpongeBob is significant too. So, you know the secret sauce that the little thing was trying to get? I'm basically giving y'all all the ingredients. And guess what? You know what the secret ingredient was? Y'all. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.